Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for some more workers and resources. Soviet Republic. Go. And I need an open storage for my wood. We're just slowly but steadily working. Oh no, not wood cutting post. General cargo. Yes, there we go. Just a small one here. Yes, good. Let's try and place it like this, ideally. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Because I'm going to want to set a road cargo station here. For sure. You know, let's make it a 6er. Let's make it a 6er. Yeah. Okay. So we'll want to extend the roadway here and connect up these. And really it's just the fire route, so. Perfect. Authorize. Right. We'll still probably need a connection for gravel, but you know, it's a start. It is, in fact, a start. So, how's this coming along? Slow and steady. I finally decided, now that I'm making money hand over fist, hey, you know what I can afford? Helicopters. Hey, you know what I'm going to get? A helicopter construction office. Decided it's finally time for that. And I think is this done yet? No. Last piece. 49 more work days. And then hopefully this city won't die this winter. Or so we hope. Waste is piling up, right? You know what I never did get? Another waste train for this place. Did I? Okay. Where's my depot? I did not. Right, I need to go send you for another round. I got plans upon plans upon plans. We do have the 8 that I need here, which will do. Perfect. Actually, I can just copy a schedule. Jesus. Yeah, this place gets filled up pretty quickly. So yeah. Okay. I want to copy the line to you. Good. You're on your way. Alright, so that solves that issue. You brought another cargo wagon. Perfect. Or not another cargo wagon, another passenger wagon. Which, perfect. Generally fine. So, I actually... Wait, 49. You shouldn't ever have that many. Oh yeah, because you have a 3 thing. Hold on, you're going to the Krasnik? Yeah. So 49 is a lot of extra workers. It's probably fine. Either way. We're currently working on the brick factory here. And once I have bricks flowing, we should be in a bit better shape. Well, it's another consumer of coal, so we'll see how well that goes. Citizen loyalty seems low. Probably. Alright. Good. I still have a few more crises that we're still dealing with. Low education has been mostly fixed. The extra kindergartens and its space has helped a lot here for this as well. The schools are still a little overloaded. but it is, for the most part, now dealt with. I need some more kindergartens and some mosque for sure. 270. Although placing them can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. But no matter. We will do this, that. Good. Alright, so we'll get another kindergarten built here, which should service a decent chunk of the city, and then a lot more spaces, and more people we put to work. Oh yeah, broken down as crap. Alright, so... you're on your way. I want you to drop people off and then return. Or not return, rather. Return to depot. But I need to make sure it does a drop off first. Try and bridge the gap. Don't want to too aggressively run out of coal and all that. Alright. Okay. Head to depot, please. I needed to pick up another passenger wagon. So that way it will carry enough passengers to also equip this brick factory. That should be helpful. Should be the opportune keyword. Alright. Locomotives moving some steel. Nice. Looks like mechanical components already left. Alright. Still no sign of that getting done anytime soon. To be fair, we actually have to haul the steel a fair distance, so it's understandable. I am concerned that this pipe is still also incomplete. It is September. I cannot afford to have Radom just kind of die again. Please. And also, extra workers. Get them there. Let's go. Any I can gather. That should hopefully help. Do a bit of a shortage of people, so. This bus is on its way. Luckily, once I have helicopters, transporting people even in winter will generally be pretty easy. You know? Okay. So the second waste train's good. Alright. And you. The extra car on and resume. Alright, so it's going to take some extra people at the mosque. Which should be fine. Again, we'll get even more workers as I build kindergartens, so. We ought to be okay. Okay. Laying bricks. Unfortunately, despite needing 300 tons of bricks, the brick factory is just not online. Which, the brick factory also, ironically, of course, needs 157 tons of bricks. Luckily, soon bricks will be gotten. And I'm also considering other things. Maybe here. I haven't figured out necessarily where I want to put wood. But, like, I could just hook it into this. It's not like it would be particularly difficult. quality of source is pretty poor here, but that's actually very easy to fix, thankfully. We'll just do a bit of aggressive foresting. There we go. Trees start out super tiny, so you can't really see them, but they're there. Can really start to see them once there's a shadow. Alright, so that should hopefully help. But for now, the prospect of simply just getting a woodcutting post and a sawmill here, like next to each other, no, maybe not next to each other. Yeah. With a small open storage? I'm trying to think, am I ever going to need to haul wood by train? The answer I come up with is no. Do I need to maybe haul planks by train? Yes, but never should I need to haul wood. At least God, I hope not. You know? And then a sawmill. Not bad. Conveniently all can be reached. And then a medium open storage with a rail link. Actually, flip it around. Perfect. Okay, so that covers wood. Which, you know, that's, hey, another ingredient for the chemical plant. I don't know if we'll even man the sawmill yet, but, we're getting there. I don't know if we're going to internally produce gravel yet. But the more or less I get, the better. Alright. So chemical plants don't need well, they need drinking water, but you know. They don't need... God, I should have put a water switch in here, shouldn't I? Alright, that's fine. They don't need, like, quality water for their water, though. What do they need? 67%. Like, yeah, that should be fine to just pull from the ground. Shouldn't be a problem. Power can come, of course, pretty much directly from here. Now, 168 megawatts is going to be its own substation pretty much, which is fine. Like, we'll give her 2, in fact. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, this thing does not have its own, like, high voltage input. It should, given what it takes, but that's fine. So that will cover that. Sewage, remarkably easy. The chemical plant is easy to work with, you know? Alright. We're gonna need a separate train station. I'm thinking Chemisil will be developed into a city. Kind of makes sense. Either that or now. Either or. Both solid options. Since they are kind of centrally located along the train line. And it's fairly easy to access. I never did get reassigned, I guess. Just building that. Good. What have you been up to? Ah, yes. Looks like you got some of this done, which is good. Yeah. We are very close to being hooked up to the Warsaw train system on this side, which will be helpful. Alright. Good. The crops are refilling. We've got everything more or less harvested, although we're still bringing in a lot. Trains are going to continue to be refilling this thing for a while. We're probably going to need to import crops this year, though. You know, I don't think I actually have enough fields. Thinking about converting some of this area into farm fields as well. Maybe over here. That would probably help. Dear God, this construction office is still not done. Well, you're kind of kaput, aren't you? Because the age of vehicle is 38 years. So, let's talk here. Rustin Boosies. This really should probably honestly just be phased out. These ancient things, I can't really replace them. I can't even sell them. So I need to probably do some exports to NATO. It's that way. Or, well, that's not entirely true. Or is it maybe under waste? There is a scrapping facility. I could staff it internally. Be trivial. And it would probably help a lot. Although, that's probably better done later with waste. There's a million things I could do at any given point in time. Doesn't mean I will. Food, alcohol is fine, clothes are fine. Good. I just want to keep checking though. Last month, domestic consumption of crops was, yeah, 1,200. God, that's a lot. This is not enough to make it through the year, for sure. Even with what's, like, slowly coming in. We did have fertilizer on the fields this year. And we'll hopefully continue to have fertilizer on the fields in the coming years. But it's looking like we're having trouble actually getting enough fertilizer throughput, so I might look to increase that. The problem with increasing it is there isn't really that many parking spots here for loading and unloading. There really was 2. So I would need to connect a dump, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. But yeah, we still have another month of harvesting, so we'll see just how much I can gather. And I guess, to be fair, in total I should only need approximately 1,200. or 9,000 rather, because, well, hold on. If the harvest is over in November, at the end of November, so it starts at August. So August, September, October, and November, I basically can discount. So I theoretically only need 8,000 crops stored up during the non-harvest time, which, like, we have another near 2,000 here, so that's pretty close. And we still have another month of harvesting to do. Although that's like a very tight margin. I definitely do not want to be operating on that tight of a margin. So we're definitely going to need another set of farm fields. No questions asked. Alright. Keep building. Someday it'll be done. Oh yeah, the train depot will also import steel externally. That's fine. Yeah, it's a pretty minor amount. Yeah, progress on the brick factory. I just want to double check on Radom. Okay, that's done. Thank goodness. That means that this should be the main focus for everything now. Alright, well, the bare minimum, I want to do some vehicle replacements anyway. A lot of our stuff needs to kind of get gone. The skid is a solid replacement, but I'm thinking I use the Chav. It does 80 and 55 as well. Unfortunately, the rest are all in use currently. Okay. We have the CK5 combine now, which is really nice. You know, 31 harvesting speed per level. Although, I guess actually the E512 is still top tier. So we'll keep using that. As far as sowing goes, did we get a new tractor? Ah, yes, the CS. Oh no, that's a Western tractor, fair enough. Well, it's a pretty good sowing speed. The faster we sow our crops, you know, the faster they grow. It technically extends the harvest as well. Honestly, though, in general, harvesting speed doesn't matter as much because realistically you're usually limited by your trucks. You get more trucks, and then the harvesting speed. Or rather, the harvesting speed really just kind of dictates how many trucks you need. If we have, yeah, so I don't know. Tough to say. It's really worth it. So we've got 500, 400, 500, 1,500. So yeah, we're at about 8,000. You know? It's a thin margin. We might manage to get through this year without needing imports. Although that relies on us not having too many of these months where apparently I consume some 1,200 crops. Although last month was only 700. Yeah, so that's a little better. 900. Okay, yeah. My math is just not there. My math is just not there. So get another replacement there. Are we getting close? Hell yeah, we are. Hell, let the people come. Let them build this. We don't need many. If it saves them from having to take another long friggin' bus ride. Then let's go. Finish it off. Alright. Beyond the Borders Soviets is set as our... Whoa. There we are. Alright, so the cargo helicopter, of which we only have one, will be the Mi-10. Holy shit, 900. Whatever. We're buying 2 of them. Wait, fuck. Why did I do that? Thank God there's a save right there. Why did I do that? And also, I have a bad feeling that there was actually autosave in the middle of that. There probably was. I just noticed the lag spike. Nope. Alright, we're good. Literally autosaved right before, thank goodness. So I was a moron for a brief moment there. It happens. And if you could add this to the fueling network, that'd be great. So yeah. Group 2. Assign this construction office. Apparently, despite being a helicopter, they can do cargo. I don't ever want them doing cargo, though. I'm going to be real here. The only thing I ever want them... whatever. Oh, you're trying to build this pumping station that actually should be cancelled, aren't you? I just realized. No. Don't ever build that. Refuel. Good. Alright. So, this will let us build a lot more things. This, I also realized, can no longer just leave things like that laying around. Might be a problem. Alright. So now I want to assign construction office to the brick factory, for example. That'd be a great place to bring people. Alright, I also chose here, sure. Either works, really. Alright. Did I ever relaunch the coaling train? Please tell me I did. The fact there's still coal there tells me I did. It's a neurotic moment where I'm like, oh god, I never relaunched my coaling train. No, I did. I'm good. I did not leave the kettle on. Everything is fine. Oh, Lord. So, hold on. Why did you get off with so few people? Oh yes, because I said no one from outside the sea would be allowed. But hear me out. Try again. Try again and deposit your orders. Did I stutter? Sometimes I might take another try. is it not? I don't know. Well, I tried. Either way. Okay, so yeah. The brick factory should be good. And the brick factory is now getting drop-offs of 28 workers on a fairly regular basis, which should help construction along very nicely. Yeah. So, welcome to the era of helicopter construction. I'll probably get some more offices and some more MI-10s to like really start speeding things up. We'll still need some buses, unfortunately. The bus cannot be completely replaced because sometimes I'm going to build things in tight spaces where there just won't be the ability for helicopters to land. Which, while unfortunate, it happens. Hopefully this time it drops off a bunch of workers for the Krasnik brick factory. We need to get this built. Yep, that time it worked. Hells yeah. Construction, go. Like, they're so fast, the other guys haven't even stopped working yet. The problem is these are going to cost me an arm and a leg and fuel costs as well, but still. This will dramatically speed up my construction. It'll also start to dramatically speed up my construction when I start doing cargo copters as well. What will happen is I will get like a cargo heliport, and it's going to, have a bunch of like cargo depots around it, where I'll be dropping off my building supplies and all that, because that's a great idea. And will actually allow me to build lots of things in fairly short order, with great speed that I get. And the best part is, it doesn't even matter that it's winter. The helicopters just don't care. The helicopters just keep building. And unfortunately, we still have another 1,100 tons of concrete for this monstrosity. And also, apparently, I'm an idiot and completely failed to connect these rifts. 10 out of 10 me. Alright. And get graveling. We need the support infrastructure for our chemical plant operational. Alright. But otherwise, though, that's going to be it for today, folks. Thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kelvin. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.